Have you ever wondered what you were created to do? You know, when we read the Bible, we see that God created us specifically for a purpose to do certain things on the earth that He actually put together way before we were even born. And there's something that happens when we have that promise, but we don't actually know how to walk in it. You know, we don't know what's the special thing about me. What did God put together in me that when I do it and heaven partners with me doing it, just amazing things happen. And it can be super frustrating. I don't know how many times I've asked this in my own life and gone through this process with clients as I help them to discover their purposes. But what's my thing? You know, I know that I can do some stuff, but so can other people do that stuff. And I know that I can look after people, but there's lots of people that look after people. And I know that I'm really great with spreadsheets and logically figured, but there's lots of people that are gifted at being able to do that. And it's absolutely true. There are lots of us that carry similar giftings, similar pockets of giftings, because that's the way God created us to be. But the beautiful thing is that there's nobody on the planet that carries the kind of giftings, plus life experience, plus personality, plus the way God created us to be, where we grew up, what our young life looked like, all of those combinations. There's nobody that has that combination of things like each one of us do. And so I was invited to teach a group of people across the world. And they were in Australia and I'm in Austin, Texas. And so we're sitting around a conference table, and I'm zooming in from the side of the world. And we spoke to them about 5 clues to discovering your purpose. And the one that I want to share with you today was it was the most beautiful thing to see how they stepped into this and how they reacted, right? And one of the beautiful things is just to find out, when you do this thing, you can see the fingerprints of God all over it. So let me give you an example. That looked like, I know that I'm a teacher, right? And this has come about by many, many years of like, you could wake me up in the middle of the night and ask me a question and I'll teach you something. It comes just naturally to me. It's also what I love to do. I love to learn and then give the information out to whoever needs it. So there are these clues all along my life as I've gained understanding of my life that help me to know that one of my primary gifts is a teacher. So I'm sharing with this group and I give them this example and I'm teaching them, and at the end the feedback, one of the guys at the end said, so I taught them and then activated, we actually did an exercise where they could see what this looked like for themselves, and then I walked them through how God sees them and how they're created to be, and then we had feedback at the end. And in feedback at the end, this one guy said, it was the most amazing thing, but as I've gone through these exercises, I've seen parts of what I'm created to do. And then you prayed over us at the end and you spoke to our DNA and you said, DNA, remember how you were created to be. Remember what you were created to do. And you activated us. And when you activated us, I felt these like little pinpricks all over my body, like my DNA was coming alive and I was actually remembering what I was created to do and how I get to walk in it. And that's how I know that I'm supposed to be a teacher. So the thing that you get to walk away with from this is, what happens when you partner with God in a certain area, whether it's figuring out a problem, whether it's parenting your kids, whether it's helping relationships to be resolved, whether it's bringing peace where there's conflict, whether it's sorting out a logical way to do something, whatever it is that you do. And the results are way beyond what you could do by yourself, right? You're just like, how did that happen? That's amazing how that happened. Wherever that happens for you in your life, that's a clue to knowing what you're here to do, what your purpose is and what God created you to do. Because that's when we take what we have and we partner with heaven, and the two of them combined bring amazing kingdom results on the earth like we could never have done by ourselves. And it's exactly how Jesus modeled his life. He said, I do what I see the Father do, and I say what I hear the Father say. And as he took what he had and partnered with heaven and brought it to earth, then the kingdom reality helped disperse and displace and bring truth to what the people were experiencing on earth. So I'm so excited to hear what this looks like for you, because it's the most beautiful thing to walk with God this way, to activate and knowing who you are, partner with heaven, and see results on earth like nothing you could ever do by yourself. So leave some comments below. I want to hear from you. What are the things that make you come alive? What are the things that you want to step into, that you wish you could partner with heaven with, and you could see these kind of stories that came out of Jesus' life and the disciples and the people in the Bible and the people that you see and hear around you? What are the things you wish you could step into? What are the things you've already stepped into? And you go, it is the coolest thing when this happens. So leave a comment below. We want to hear from you. This is about you. This is about activating you and reminding you who you are and drawing the gold out of you so that you can walk on the earth in who you are supposed to be. Because we can't do it without you. Each one of us gets to contribute to this big puzzle together. So bless you guys. Comment below. Share this video. Let's encourage each one of us that we have greatness in us and together we can walk it out. Bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.